What's up, everybody? I'm Dapper Jeff, and in case you guys haven't heard, Gearbox just announced Borderlands 3. We're finally getting back to Pandora to wrestle against some sirens and some bully mongs and all sorts of other awesome critters. And so I got to thinking, what's a really good Borderlands recipe that my viewers would like? And so I ended up searching online, and amidst all the millions of crumpet recipes, because, I mean, crumpets. If you get it, you get it. I found one fantastic recipe off eatgamelive.com. Handsome Jack's Badass Burgers. Now, I love a good burger, and it looked amazing. In fact, the only thing I would change is I would add bacon to it. So I did. So guys, here is Dapper Jeff's take on Handsome Jack's Badass Bacon Burgers. Come with me into my kitchen and let's get this party started.
I'm ready for a spine tingler.
We have here the fantastic components you're going to need for Handsome Jack's Badass Bacon Burger. We're going to start simple. 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/2 can, which is about 3 ounces of tomato paste. I'm gonna use my fork to scoop that in there. I have 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. Pour that on in for that smoky goodness. A tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and I know I'm mispronouncing that horribly, but that's okay because nobody can pronounce that stuff. And finally, one thing that sets this badass burger apart from others, I have here 2/3 of a cup of Jack Daniel's whiskey. It goes right into that mix, not into your mouth. We take our mixture, or our components, and just mix them all together. I'm using a fork. You can use a spoon if you'd like. Whatever mixing apparatus you want. After we've got all of our components mixed together, we're gonna bring it over to our 2 pounds of ground beef. I'm using the 85% lean because, try to watch what I eat a little bit. Pour the components over the beef. I can smell the Jack Daniels in it. It smells fantastic, by the way. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit of salt and pepper because while we have all these delicious flavors, we also want some salt and pepper to bring out the simple goodness. It's like humble beginnings for the Hyperion Corporation. Next, you're just gonna mix the ingredients, our spice mixture, and your beef together. I'm using my hand to kind of guarantee that all the beef gets a nice coating of the blend.
It's like...
And yeah, so I'm gonna do that for a minute or two, and we'll see you guys in just a second. All right, guys, so now that we've got our meat together, I've got my grill pan set under high heat so that it can warm up for when we throw these bad burgers on. So now that we've got our meat all mixed together, we're gonna wanna do about 1/4 pound balls of meat. Yes, meatballs. I've got here my handy kitchen scale, which is set for pounds and tared. Okay, so I could do a little more meat on that ball. Let's see what we got. Nope, that's too much. There we go. 0.251 pounds. This right here is a perfect 1/4 pound meatball. Gonna gently press it into an even patty on my little plate that I have here off to the side where I'm putting the patties. And that's it. I'm gonna repeat this process until I'm out of beef. So once you've formed your 1/4 pound meatballs and made them into patties, you're gonna wanna take your hot grill pan or your hot grill and just lay them on. Be careful, do not burn yourself, that would be bad. I don't wanna get a bunch of emails, Dapper Jeff, I burned myself. And I'm gonna do about 6 at a time. Now these burgers cook for about 4 to 5 minutes per side, so I'm gonna set my timer for a good 4 minutes. And I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, now that our 4 minutes is up for this side, I'm gonna grab my happy spatula. I'm gonna hold my grill pan. I'm gonna flip them over for another 4 minutes. Now I'm gonna put them on for another 4 minutes. And I'll see you guys when those are done. So our timer just went off for that second batch of 4 minutes. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm lowering the heat to about half heat, so medium low. I'm gonna take some cheese. Here I got some fantastic pepper jack. I'm gonna place it carefully onto the burger patties. And I'm just gonna let that cheese melt. That should take about 30 seconds. So after it's melty and delicious, I'm gonna move it onto a plate I've got set up off camera. And I'm gonna get them ready for the buns. Now, one thing I did take into consideration is not everyone in the house does pepper jack. So I've got a couple regular American cheese. So if pepper jack's not your thing, that's fine. It's like I say every week, cook this recipe the way you want to. This is just how I'm doing it. So like I said, I'm gonna let the cheeses melt for just about 30-ish seconds before I move them onto a separate plate that I got right here for fantastic burgers. Kill my heat to low, and I'm gonna carefully slip under the burgers because I don't wanna mess them up or leave traces of them behind like I kind of just did there. But these quarter-pound beauties should be cooked to perfection and ready for your favorite bun. Now, I know there are a couple different ways to toast your buns. If you're using a grill, you just set them down on the grill. I'm not. I'm using my kitchen stove because it's inclement weather outside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this burner here that I know has been cleaned. I'm gonna take half my bun. I'm gonna set it there. I'm gonna turn the heat up for just a couple seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. My bun is starting to. That is a toasty bun. I'm gonna rotate slightly and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That bun is toasted. Do that with I'm gonna be doing that with all the buns I'm using. So I'll see you guys in just a couple minutes when we're ready to bun up these burgers and get everything ready. All right, guys, we've got our toasted brioche buns, our delicious looking burgers, and a veritable cornucopia of toppings. We've got our lettuce, our red onion, and our bacon. What more could you want? Now, me personally, I grew up with a Southern family, so there's one thing on my burger that I need. And that's a little bit of mayo. And I know it sounds weird to a lot of people, but please don't knock it till you try it. You could find your new favorite burger condiment. So like I said, ketchup, mustard, mayo. I mean, we got the works right here. I'm gonna build my burger and I'll see you guys in just a couple minutes. All right, guys, that's how you make a fantastic Borderlands-inspired Handsome Jack's badass burger. I'm Dapper Jeff. I can't wait for Borderlands 3 to drop, because then I'll see you guys on the plains of Pandora. But until then, have a burger, stay well fed. It's also a little awkward because I'm doing all of this entirely alone, so... Anyway, I have Eshi and Doctor here in spirit. They make me strong!